the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark, unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
It is remarkable that mind enters into our awareness of nature on two separate levels. At the highest level, the level of human consciousness, our minds are somehow directly aware of the complicated flow of electrical and chemical patterns in our brains. At the lowest level, the level of single atoms and electrons, the mind of an observer is again involved in the description of events. Between lies the level of molecular biology, where mechanical models are adequate and mind appears to be irrelevant. But I, as a physicist, cannot help suspecting that there is a logical connection between the two ways in which mind appears in my universe. I cannot help thinking that our awareness of our own brains has something to do with the process which we call observation in atomic physics. That is to say, I think our consciousness is not just a passive epiphenomenon carried along by the chemical events in our brains, but is an active agent forcing the molecular complexes to make choices between one quantum state and another. In other words, mind is already inherent in every electron, and the processes of human consciousness differ only in degree but not in kind from the processes of choice between quantum states which we call chance when they are made by electrons. Freeman Dyson. Freeman Dyson was a brilliant physicist and mathematician known for unifying quantum electrodynamics, proposing the Dyson sphere, and offering insightful perspectives on science and the future. Freeman Dyson's early life was marked by an exceptional intellectual curiosity that manifested itself from a very young age. Born in Crowthorne, Berkshire, England, in 1923, he displayed a remarkable aptitude for mathematics and a deep fascination with the natural world. His mother, who held a law degree, and his father, a composer and music educator, provided a stimulating home environment. Even as a child, Dyson exhibited an unusual capacity for abstract thought, reportedly attempting to calculate the number of atoms in the sun. He was a voracious reader, immersing himself in encyclopedias and mathematical texts. His early education was punctuated by his time at Winchester College, where his mathematical talents flourished. It was there that he began to delve into advanced mathematical concepts, often working alongside fellow brilliant students. His early life was also shaped by the looming presence of World War II. He grew up in a time of great anxiety, and the war significantly impacted his academic trajectory. He eventually attended Trinity College, Cambridge, but the war greatly affected the university, and the normal academic environment was disrupted. Even with the disruption, his genius was able to shine through. The combination of his inherent talent and the historical context of his youth laid the foundation for his extraordinary career. Freeman Dyson's first major contribution to physics, and the work that established his reputation, centered on unifying the diverse approaches to quantum electrodynamics QED. Rather than a formal dissertation, his early and most significant work was his demonstration that the seemingly different formulations of QED, developed by Richard Feynman, Julian Schwinger, and Shinichiro Tomonaga, were in fact equivalent. This work, most notably presented in his 1949 paper The S-Matrix in Quantum Electrodynamics, provided a coherent framework for understanding QED, a theory that describes the interaction of light and matter. In the early 1950s, he turned his attention to nuclear physics, particularly the stability of nuclear reactors, reflecting the era's focus on atomic energy. Also during this period, he made significant contributions to solid-state physics, notably exploring spin waves in ferromagnetism. Moving into the mid-1950s, his work shifted towards the mathematical underpinnings of statistical mechanics. He made important advancements in understanding phase transitions, including his work on the Ising model, a simplified model of ferromagnetism. These studies, spanning roughly from 1950 to the late 1950s, demonstrated his ability to apply rigorous mathematical analysis to diverse physical phenomena, cementing his reputation as a versatile and insightful theoretical physicist beyond his initial QED breakthroughs. Work on the Tritium nuclear reactor also took place in the late 1950s. His involvement in Project Orion, a study of pulse nuclear propulsion, also took place in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Helios propulsion system, this is related to his ideas on space propulsion, that were worked on through the 1960s and beyond. Search for artificial stellar sources of infrared radiation 1960, introducing the Dyson sphere concept. Freeman Dyson contributed to several areas of mathematics related to partitions, including the rank and crank of a partition, the crank conjecture, and circular ensembles. These were areas of mathematical exploration that he engaged with throughout his career, with a particular emphasis in his earlier years. His work in these fields involved exploring the mathematical properties and relationships within partition theory, a branch of number theory that deals with the ways in which a positive integer can be written as a sum of positive integers. He became increasingly interested in astrophysics and the long-term future of the universe. This led to his famous conceptualization of the Dyson sphere, a hypothetical megastructure that an advanced civilization could build around a star to capture its energy. This concept, proposed in a 1960 paper, reflected his interest in the potential of advanced technologies and the long-term evolution of life in the universe. Beyond astrophysics, he also engaged deeply with questions surrounding the origins of life and the possibility of life elsewhere in the cosmos. He became a strong advocate for space exploration, viewing it as crucial for the long-term survival of humanity. Additionally, he involved himself in discussions surrounding climate change, offering unique perspectives that often challenged conventional wisdom. He also contributed to fields such as mathematical biology. In essence, his later work was characterized by a broad, interdisciplinary approach, reflecting a deep curiosity about the universe and the future of humanity. Weapons and Hope 1984, a study of the ethical dilemmas of nuclear weapons. Origins of Life 1986, 2nd edition 1999, exploring alternative theories of life's origins. His books, such as Disturbing the Universe 1979 and Infinite in All Directions 1988, explore the ethical dimensions of scientific and technological progress. These books are the main source for his ethical thinking. In the Sun, the Genome, and the Internet 1999, Freeman Dyson argues that solar energy, genetic engineering, and the internet are revolutionary tools. He believed these technologies could democratize power, manipulate life for good, and spread information widely. Dyson envisioned a future where these tools bridge the gap between rich and poor, fostering a more equitable world. He emphasized decentralized, accessible technology as a key to solving global challenges. Dyson explored alternative theories to the RNA world hypothesis, with a significant emphasis on the role of clay minerals. This is discussed in his book Origins of Life 1999. It is important to know that much of his thinking on this subject is within his books, which contain many of his theories. The Scientist as Rebel 2006, a collection of essays and reviews. In his 2009 essay Birds and Frogs, Freeman Dyson explored two contrasting approaches to scientific inquiry. He used the metaphor of birds and frogs to illustrate these styles. Birds represent scientists who take a broad, overarching perspective, seeking to unify different fields and discover grand, unifying principles. They fly high, seeing the big picture and making connections between seemingly disparate areas. Frogs, on the other hand, represent scientists who delve deeply into specific problems, focusing on detailed analysis and meticulous research. They stay close to the ground, concentrating on solving intricate puzzles within a narrow field. Dyson argued that both approaches are essential for scientific progress, emphasizing that neither style is inherently superior. He highlighted that science needs both the broad vision of the birds and the detailed expertise of the frogs to advance our understanding of the world. He used this metaphor to show how important it is to have different thinking styles in science. Maker of Patterns, an autobiography through letters 2018, an autobiographical account through his correspondence. Freeman Dyson passed away on February 28, 2020, at the Penn Medicine Princeton Medical Center in Plainsboro Township, New Jersey. His death resulted from complications that arose following a fall. He was 96 years old. The beauty in the genome is of course that it's so small. The human genome is only on the order of a gigabyte of data. Which is a tiny little database. If you take the entire living biosphere, that's the assemblage of 20 million species or so that constitute all the living creatures on the planet, and you have a genome for every species, the total is still about 1 petabyte, that's a million gigabytes. That's still very small compared with Google or the Wikipedia, and it's a database that you can easily put in a small room, easily transmit from one place to another. And somehow Mother Nature manages to create this incredible biosphere, to create this incredibly rich environment of animals and plants with this amazingly small amount of data. Freeman Dyson. Awards. Freeman Dyson received a wide array of prestigious awards throughout his career. Here's a summary of some of the most notable: Wolf Prize in Physics 1981, for his significant contributions to theoretical physics, particularly in the development and application of quantum field theory. Hughes Medal 1968, from the Royal Society, for his distinguished work in theoretical physics, especially on quantum electrodynamics. Templeton Prize 2000, for his contributions to progress in religion. Enrico Fermi Award 1993, for his contributions to energy science. Max Planck Medal 1969, for outstanding achievements in theoretical physics. Lorentz Medal 1966, Danny Heinemann Prize for Mathematical Physics 1965, Harvey Prize in Science and Technology 1977, Henry Poincaré Prize 2012, Reference and Citation, Dyson, F.J. 1949. The Radiation Theories of Tomonaga, Schwinger, and Feynman. Physical Review, 75 3, 486-502. Dyson, F.J. 1949. The S-matrix in quantum electrodynamics. Physical Review, 7511, 1736–1755. Dyson, F.J. 1952. Divergence of perturbation theory in quantum electrodynamics. Physical Review, 85-4, 631–632. Dyson, F.J. 1956. Stability of nuclear reactors. Journal of Mathematical Physics, 37-1, 140–156. Dyson, F.J. and others. 1958. Trigia, a new research reactor. Nuclear Engineering and Science Conference Proceedings. Dyson, F.J. 1965. Interstellar Transport. Physics Today, 1810, 41–45. Dyson, F.J. 1968. Helios Propulsion System, a speculation on space travel. Scientific American, 219-3, 92–100. Dyson, F.J. 1960. Search for artificial stellar sources of infrared radiation. Science, 131, 3414, 1667–1668. Dyson, F.J. 1979. Time Without End, Physics and Biology in an Open Universe. Reviews of Modern Physics, 51-3, 447–460. Dyson, F.J. 1944. Some Guesses in the Theory of Partitions. Eureka, 8, 10–15. Dyson, F.J. 1962. Statistical Theory of the Energy Levels of Complex Systems. Journal of Mathematical Physics, 3-1, 140–156. Dyson, F.J. 1951. The Ising Model and Phase Transitions. Physical Review, 83-6, 1207–1216. Dyson, F.J. 1979. Disturbing the Universe. Harper and Row. Dyson, F.J. 1988. Infinite in All Directions. Harper and Row. Dyson, F.J. 1985. Origins of Life. Cambridge University Press. 2nd ed. 1999. Dyson, F.J. 1982. A Model for the Origin of Life. Journal of Molecular Evolution, 1805, 344–350. Dyson, F.J. 1984. Weapons and Hope. Harper and Row. Dyson, F.J. 1999. The Sun, the Genome, and the Internet, Tools of Scientific Revolution. Oxford University Press. Dyson, F.J. 2006. The Scientist as Rebel. New York Review Books. Dyson, F.J. 2018. Maker of Patterns, An Autobiography Through Letters. Live Right Publishing. Dyson, F.J. 1953. Field Theory. Scientific American, 188-4, 58–64. Dyson, F.J. 2009. Birds and Frogs. Notices of the American Mathematical Society, 56-2, 212–223.
Mics on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No light, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just the beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. Pure and raw. Turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw.
Play.